Like, I didn't tell this, but I should tell you, like when I ask questions, it's to get to know who you are. And if there are questions that you don't want to answer, you don't have to answer them. So please.
We'll just do a bad job at the ones we don't want to answer.
No, I prefer that you don't answer them.
Yeah.
Will stop me when I get carried away.
Okay. Well, what do you think about sex? Like, what's the definition of sex for you? Is it primal, like you said before?
Yeah. Humans are just addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's in our genes. It's in, to an annoying degree, almost.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable, but it can also just derail your mission or whatever it is you're trying to get done.
Yeah.
That's why God invented masturbating.
So are we in a church?
It kind of looks like it. And how does sex tie in with love?
Oh.
Love makes it better.
Makes it better?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And doesn't love also impose something on sex? Like I'm talking about if you're in a relationship, it kind of changes. Like most people believe in monogamy. Is that like something logical to believe in? Do you think it's logical to believe in that? Or is it commitments that we humans put inside our heads?
I think it's kind of a personal choice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think
Some people can't do it, some people can.
Yeah.
But I think it's also,
there's lots of other species of animals that are monogamous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem illogical to me.
but it is difficult, and part of all the pain and enjoyment we need to have in order to become fully fulfilled as humans comes from the problems that we create with these primal instincts. I think it helps us keep learning and keep being surprised by what happens next.
Yeah. Makes you grow.
Through the depths of emotion.
Yeah, and overcome and then become stronger. Okay. The way you talk about that, I think that you've been through a lot of things that made you grow, especially the kinds of life that you lead. You've probably gone through a lot. If you look back, how much have you changed as people? Can you? I know it's a difficult question to answer, but
Just throughout the history of the band, you mean?
or as people, or as artists.
As an artist, I've always kind of tried to take the direction of sort of being an outside opinion and always looking towards the dark, and literally like if everyone is doing something, I try to pay attention to the things around it that aren't getting noticed, just to make sure there's not something there. I don't know, and that's something hasn't really evolved at all. It's been with me since I was a child.
And is it like exploring, or is it like really trying to find the opposite?
It's very natural. It's not like I just find myself diverting my attention away from what everyone else is kind of doing, and I'm just naturally kind of drawn towards things that don't really make sense to me. It's more interesting. It's more fascinating to me. So like, what is that little junk over there in the corner?
The attitude doesn't, I wouldn't say necessarily is like exactly what the band's all about, but it fits in very well with the band too. Like I think we all appreciate that about the Pogues. And because before he joined the band, we were trying to do things that were unpopular because we knew no one else was doing them, so it made us feel more interesting. And that we were more interested in our own sounds, that we were making.
Yeah.
And then he joined, then Dab joined, and it was, I don't know, like those kind of mentalities fit together really well. But I think we still are doing that. So, I don't know, maybe that hasn't changed for anybody.
I think we've learned a lot in the last couple of years, really, as artists. I mean, we have a studio now. We just work more than probably we ever have on music and art in general, and our brains are getting filled with like really how to do these weird abstract sound creation things, songs or whatever. I don't know. I don't exactly know what my point is. Just that the learning process is always important. I think you should always try to learn more every day. I mean, there's no reason not to. And I don't know what you really get out of it in the end, but hopefully you're just, always exploring.
Yeah.
It's kind of a boring life to not learn new tricks.
Yeah.
So just stay the same and learn what you know, and then be like, all right, I'm going to do this forever.
Yeah, I think it would want you to commit suicide. I'm thinking of a certain song now. No,
Yeah.
but do you think that's the meaning of life for you? Like learning and discovering new things?
It's definitely up there for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's
What do you
living. That's living. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like the epitome of living.
Yeah? Joe?
I would say it's not the meaning of life for me, but it's a big part of it. I mean, it's growing. It's as a person and as an artist and as someone who's interested in things in the world, you just need to keep your eyes open, ears open.
Yeah.
That's part of it. But at the same time, the reason I wouldn't say it's the meaning of life because I personally like to stand still for a moment just to appreciate things and the things you have learned and how much more there is out there. And to me, in that little crack, that's the meaning of life.
Yeah.
Standing still. I haven't
Standing
heard that
still
before.
in the process of moving.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You
cool.
mean in appreciation,
Right.
Yeah.
in I want to understand the world.
Why?
I just want to. I think everybody does in some way, but I went through my life doing like skateboarding. I rode skateboards for a long time, and I wanted to get. I loved it. Everything that I could do, everything I needed, I could get done through learning tricks or getting better at this or that, or imagining things, or creating new ways to look at, whatever that is. And so, what I was missing by spending so much time doing that for the first half of my life was there's just a lot I didn't learn. I didn't care enough about school, and I didn't learn a lot of things because I was doing that. I don't regret it because it taught me that I could, that if you spend time doing something that you really love, that you can be as good as you want to be at it. And I think that's valuable too.
Yeah, skateboarding sort of teaches you how to be creative with a very set number of tools and whatnot. You have a skateboard, and that's pretty much the only thing that is defined, and it's yours to do anything you want with it.
Yeah.
I think that mentality, I mean, Todd and I, we grew up skateboarding together and everything. And I think in some ways that sort of has turned into the band of, traded in a skateboard for a guitar or whatever, a synthesizer, and it's still kind of, this is the defined element. It's just a matter of what you can do with that.
Yeah.
Create your own thing with it.
The fear isn't as physical now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
The fear isn't as physical. It's more socio-economical.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can be. I mean, it shouldn't be. It should only be failure in art.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to find yourself with no place to sleep and nothing to eat.
Yeah.
And so there's always a little bit of a concern in the back of your head. We always make the music how we want. But there's a little bit of fear in it, knowing that it's not going to last forever.
No, it can.
Well, you know what I mean, though. It's not.
We would never
You don't
tell
want to.
ourselves that.
Yeah, you don't want to.
I think that's pretty short-sighted. It's the end of the career right there.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, yeah. But I think what's so wonderful about your band is that you are so true, and the way that you're talking so open and stuff, you don't see it in a lot of people. Most people wear masks still, and it's very hard to get them to put them off. And I think I'm gonna have to leave you pretty soon, because we've been talking for quite a long time.
Cool, I need some dinner.
Yeah, okay. Well, guys, thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
hopefully we can do this another time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too.
Thanks.
Thanks.